business against the Dallas Mavericks, winning the game by almost 30. Yes, they did not have Luka Doncic, but this Bulls team took care of business. We've seen this team struggle against teams. It was good to see them take care of business. We're going to break it all down right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care that the Chicago Bulls, that the Dallas Mavericks were without Luka Doncic. I don't care that the Chicago Bulls take care. I don't care about none of that. The Bulls needed to win, and seeing them win in this fashion just feels good for a couple of different reasons. This is a team that's been struggling so far this season. So having them come in and just take care of business, yeah, we're not going to talk about the difference in score. Like, it is what it is as far as there, but like DeMar with 28 points, Vooch with 20s, Patrick Williams going 6 for 10 for 16 points in this game. Alex Caruso did go down. I don't think it's a major injury. I just think that with the way that the Bulls were up, they figured why play him. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, right? This is what I'm gonna say. We got to do it.
Oh my God, the Chicago Bulls fans that where the sky is falling and thinking this team it's all over for. Oh my God, why didn't we trade Zach LaVine?
All I got to say to that is shut the fuck up for all you sky is falling Bulls fans. It's good to see this team playing the way that they did, because it's just fun. Like, this was just a game where it literally looked like the Chicago Bulls were just toying with the Dallas Mavericks, and that's what this team needed to do when you're facing a team that's missing the leading scorer in the NBA. For all those fans that talked about, oh well, we struggled, we barely beat the Washington Wizards without Bradley Beal. This is what they needed to do and how they needed to play, and it's great to see. It's great to see. So for Reggie, for Truthbringer, for Joker.
Oh my God, the Bulls! Oh my God! But what about they beat them only because Luka was out? Oh my God! Oh my God! The Bulls still suck! Oh God! You guys are celebrating these wins! Oh my God!
Bitch, shut up. That's what I got to say to these motherfuckers. Like, that's what I got to say to the people like the sky is falling Bulls fans. Y'all got to go about y'all business. Y'all got to suck that up. It kind of is what it is there, and that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, and this also does show, all jokes aside, right, is that the Bulls, you know, and this is the type of win, right? Don't get me wrong. The last win, this win, I know they were what they were, but the Bulls needed to play like this, I think, for just to build some confidence. Zach LaVine having an efficient game, didn't have a big night scoring, 27 minutes, going 7 of 11 for the field, only 16 points. But again, playing solidly in this game. This team has dropped a lot of games to teams that they shouldn't have dropped games to. And so for them to come in and play in this manner felt good. Now, they still gave up 115 goddamn points, right, to a Dallas Mavericks team missing the number one scorer in the NBA. But at the end of the day, they scored 144 for that. So it is what it is when you're looking at it that way. So, so yeah, you know, and I'm gonna make fun of everyone, like, because it is what it is, man. You know,
the Bulls should blow it up. Why didn't the Chicago Bulls trade Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan? Why didn't they do that? Send them to the Knicks. Send them to the Lakers. Let's get Russell Westbrook and AD.
Bitch, shut up. That's what I got to say to y'all right now. Like, but it is what it is, man. Y'all got a new mixer, so I'm having fun with it. It is what it is, because it's like, oh, whoa, hold on, what is this? What's this? Okay, bitches. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. We having fun with it. But no, all jokes aside, right? I'll stop playing. Let's get serious about here. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna read it in this voice.
But they didn't play nobody. Oh, my name is Sky, and I rub my nipples and watch basketball. The Bulls didn't beat anybody. Why are we celebrating this win? Oh my God, are you guys really happy about this win? Oh, they set Luka Doncic because they didn't take the Bulls seriously.
That's what I got to say to y'all. But okay. No, but seriously. This is what I'll say. Is this a win to celebrate? Is this a win to be like, oh, the Bulls beat the Mavericks? No, it's not. Let's just be clear here. It's not. And shout out to the Bulls for getting a win against a team that they should have beat. But no, let's not rest on our laurels and just, make it seem like this win is bigger than what it was. We all know that this Dallas Mavericks team, the heart and soul of this team, the thing that makes this team go is Luka Doncic. Once he was set down, the Bulls should have won this game. So we don't want to take it out of that and just really make this win seem bigger than what it was. But I do want to say it's this though, right? Is that we want to appreciate that this Bulls team came in and just took care of business. That's what they did. They came in and they took care of business. They did what needed to be done, shooting 63% from the field in this game and 55% from three-point range, going 19 of 34 in three-point range. Like that those are the things that we want to see this team build upon, right? The turnovers still at times were a bit messed up, but it's still only 10 turnovers in this game. We'll take that. We've had games where we've had 22, 23, 25 turnovers. So, as this team continues to try to build confidence, we know that we're trying to get that push to get over 500 as much as we can. We talked about on this show the importance of the next 5 games for the Chicago Bulls. Next up, we got Atlanta. That's an Atlanta team that's going to be missing DeJounte Murray. So the Bulls can continue. I said it, right? I said it coming into this. Now, I didn't expect for Luka to be out when I talked about this, but the fact of the matter is the Bulls face a lot of teams right now with injuries. And this is what they need to start building some rhythm, build some routine, do those type of things over these next games. Dallas Mavericks, they took care of business there. We got the Atlanta Hawks that are missing DeJounte Murray, and then we got 2 home games against the New York Knicks that are missing Obi Toppin. Not a huge part of that rotation or anything, but hopefully they're building enough momentum by that time. Again, that first that first game against the New York Knicks is on ESPN. We know that this team hasn't fared well in nationally televised games, so hopefully they take care of business there. Then we have another home game next Friday against the New York Knicks. It was just weird. They did a back-to-back, and they're both, well, there's not technically back-to-back. It's a game on Wednesday and Friday. It's a space between it, and both games are in Chicago. That's when it should have been scheduled as a back-to-back. And then next Sunday, we face the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are also missing Karl Anthony Towns. So we have a nice stretch of games where the Bulls can start building some momentum, and this was the first one in that. That's what we needed to see from this game. And so because of that, let's hope that we continue to just build off of that. Like, that's all we need to do is just continue to build off of it. And as long as the Bulls do that, right, we can start getting ourselves out of this hole that we're in. So, that's my thoughts there. We're going to go to the comments like we always do. You guys know what we do here. We're going to go ahead and break down some of your guys' comments, see how you guys feel about this game, and then we'll go home. It's fun night, though. Fun night for the Chicago Bulls. Simba says Derrick Jones Jr. Great game from Derrick Jones Jr. Markel says, I wish we could play like this every night. And the thing is, right, like I said, no, you're not going to have this type of advantage against every team, but the thing that you want to do is the Bulls shoot better, right? You don't expect them to shoot 60% from the field overall. That's bananas. 55% from three-point range. But for a team that's been struggling shooting the ball at times, this is the type of win that you want. Hopefully you can get it into some rhythm for sure. We were supposed to win, but a win like this is great to see from Josh Jones. Completely agree with you there, bro. Completely agree with you there. Trent Baker, very good game by Pat Williams. I like how they're looking for him in the post more. He always plays better when he touches the ball more. Out there is that this team or Patrick Williams with the ball in his hands is a dangerous guy. In this game, we got to see Patrick Williams have the ball in his hand. He scored 16 points. I told you guys that number's coming down for a while there, though. When he got over double-digit shots, he was averaging 18 points per game. In this game, he gets 10 shots in this game, and he gets 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Patrick Williams not only plays better defense when he's engaged offensively, he's just more engaged in the game overall. So that's definitely what we need to see. Brian Ventura, oh my God, everyone had fucking takeover on. Yeah, bro, like legit. Alex Larez, Drummond out here breaking cameras. Bro, it was an all-star game from Drummond. That's what that was, man. Antoine Johnson says, great win, fellas. Absolutely. That's what we needed to see from this team. That's what we needed to see. The ultimate Says, great ass game. Absolutely, Rage. I completely agree with you there, brother. Completely agree with you. Antoine Johnson also asked, now can we do it again tomorrow? I hope so. Again, they're missing DeJounte Murray. And if you guys have been watching, I've been watching, I won't say that I probably watched about 8 to 10 Hawks games so far this season, but DeJounte Murray is kind of the glue that keeps that team together. And I think they're also going to be missing Hunter in that game as well. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there. But yeah, so again, another team where the Bulls can take advantage of some things, and that's what we need to see from this team. Windy City Vids in the building says, when the three-pointers hit, it helps us so much. 19 threes for 38. Yeah, crazy when the Bulls hit it like that. Mixo says, pulled out the voice changer. I'm sleep. Hey, man. Listen, I already knew the trolls were coming in this one, so I had to troll them right back. Win over Mavs with no Luka, so good to get the win. I just hope they do not take this good game and ruin it by going into the next game to relax. Baby Roosevelt. We got to come up with a better name than Baby Roosevelt. We got to do something better than that. I think this is the type of ball movement and ballast scoring is how the Bulls need to be from now on. Completely agree with that. Completely agree with that, Ultimate Rage. 100%. Wade says, step. You know what? That's what I will say. We have not seen the Chicago Bulls step on any team's necks. They have not been able to hold on to leads well enough to do that. We got to see Tony Bradley in this game. We got to see Dalen Terry in this game. And it wasn't for the wrong reasons. It wasn't because we were on the other side of the blowout. And keep in mind, Dalen Terry in 4 minutes, 2 assists and 2 points. He had a positive plus minus of +7. Shout out to Dalen freaking Terry, bro. But we need to get that man. We need to get that man some minutes, man. Cap Lives in the building says, had to whoop the Dallas candy ass. We could string a few wins together. Yeah, that's what we need to see. That is exactly what we need to see. Goon Auntie's in the building says, good motherfucking win. Absolutely, Goon. Absolutely. That was some of the best basketball I've ever seen, even compared to the 90s Bulls. No, well, I mean, the 90s Bulls were doing it against a completely different level of competition, right? We can't really make that comparison, but it's definitely good to see this team do that like they need to do. But yeah, let's see what we got. Man, we need more blowout wins if we gonna get Haize on one like this. Hey man, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just excited to see the Bulls get a win like this. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, because I really came into this game, once it was announced that Luka was gonna be out, my first mindset was, oh, the Bulls should definitely get a win. And then I realized this team, and I was like, wait a second. Luka's not gonna play. So this is the type of game where Christian Wood would literally have 45 points and lead them to victory over the Bulls. I'm glad that they took care of business. Glad they took care of business. Johnny says, we definitely beaten the Hawks. I hope so, man. The thing with this team is you can't, even after a win like this, you can't take anything for granted. Anything for granted. Tonight, they should have played Pat and Io more. I mean, listen, they had a back-to-back, so I think that, they played a lot through Pat, and Io played pretty good too. And well, let me not say pretty good. Io played really good in his minutes. Haize with the Fire Bulls gear again. I gotta do a little something from time to time. You already know how it is. Rono says, this N-words Bulls gear on point. LOL, I need that jacket. Big brother swagged out. Oh, by the way, so I'm gonna be on it's a Nothing But Bulls podcast, and we're gonna have a Bulls drip off. So you guys already know I'm coming with some. I got to connect to the NBA. I got some Bulls gear that ain't even been released yet. So don't even worry about it. I got this. Yuli is in the building, says, hi, Haize. I'm so proud of this team. I think our young guys showed they deserve more court time. Drummond had more time today. Zach started well. Go Bulls. Absolutely, completely agree with you. Notice in the first quarter, DeMar had one shot for the longest time, but the rest of the team had us up by 20. We actually had spacing and movement without him killing both. That's the key to early leads. I agree with you. Same thing against the Wizards as well. We went on runs without DeMar on the court. Now, again, DeMar doing his thing in the fourth quarter is going to be needed for this team, especially in tight games. But it's good to see that this team realized, like, hey, we can do some things, and it doesn't have to be all DeMar, isolation all the way. So Josh says, must be said, I saw Kobe playing some damn deep. Kobe's been solid defensively, I won't say on the ball. His on the ball defense has been kind of spotty at times, but Kobe's off ball defense and his weak side defense has taken leaps and bounds over the last season and a half. Real talk. It just really has. Marvin, the motivator in the building, says, do we really think we should feel sorry for them as many times as we've been hurt? Please. Good win. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying no sorry for anybody. Let's be clear. No sorry for any other team. We took care of business. In a blowout like this, Dalen Terry should have got more minutes, really starting to like this kid. Listen, I don't expect Dalen Terry to get very many minutes this season. But next season, oh, my God, especially with Dalen Terry able to add some muscle, it may not happen a lot in this first offseason, but, between years, the first offseason and the second offseason, players typically add a lot of muscle, and it's not out of the realm of possibility. I would assume we'll add, 8 to 10 pounds of muscle this offseason. If Dalen Terry does that with his ability to play defense, his passing ability, it's going to be a real big season for Dalen Terry next year. Look for Dalen Terry to really be in some big conversations next season for the Chicago Bulls and getting minutes. JQ Chicago says, I missed the first half because my girl started an argument just before the game started. Don't you hate that? I can't relate, play. I ain't never been through that. I can't relate, play. Great to see our team play to their potential. Excellent ball movement, and Zach just playing really smart basketball. I'm telling you, yeah, he didn't have the points output that some Bulls fans are going to want to do, and I guarantee you're going to have some Bulls fans that literally come
and be like, but Zach LaVine only had 18 points in a game like this, or 16. Zach LaVine only had 16 points in a game without Luka Doncic. Why?
Hey, and you just got to tell those people to just shut the hell up. That's what you got to tell them to do. Is just shut the hell up. You just got to tell them to shut the hell up. You had good ball movement, and even if Luka was playing, he's not a defensive star. The Bulls were just hot, except for Kobe. Tony was like, this is how you shoot a three, Kobe. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. That's wild. That's crazy. Pat the designer. Yep, Pat the designer. I told him he needs to go to more games. If you're going to get this, he needs to go to more games. Sean says, I like Pat bringing up the ball and facilitating more in the first half as well. We've been saying that this is what he needs to do. We've been saying this for a while. Hey, thank you for Hallway for the super chat. Says, let's start a winning streak. Shout out Haize. I mean, technically, we're in a winning streak now. Technically, I mean, if you want to be on that, but yeah, I want to see this Bulls team get to like a 4-5 game winning streak, and we can. When you look at what's in front of us, we got the Atlanta Hawks missing DeJounte Murray. That can possibly be a win again with Trae Young and his ability to shoot a three. Because Trae Young could definitely go Devin Booker on us, right? So don't take that for granted. But then we got New York on Wednesday and Friday, so the Bulls can definitely do something. There's going to be interesting to also see that Minnesota game. So the Bulls can definitely start bringing some things together for sure. Caruso's not playing tomorrow, Billy just said. So this is what I'll say with this. We need to see some Dalen. If Caruso's not playing and Javonte's not playing tomorrow, we need to see some Dalen Terry. We need to see some Dalen Terry, period. We got to see some of Dalen Terry. If Javonte Green and Alex Caruso are both going to miss the game, that puts Ayo Dosunmu in the starting lineup, and that means Derrick Jones Jr. is probably going to get his 16 minutes again. But that means we need to see, especially if Kobe's not shooting well, who's 1 for 7 tonight, we need to see some of Dalen Terry tomorrow against the Atlanta Hawks, for sure. Yuli says, good to see you, Happy Haize. I told you guys, it's wild how much the Chicago Bulls and Bears affect my mind, my mindset, and my emotions. I'm not even gonna lie to you, they do. KB with the super chat, thank you for supporting the channel. He says, $19.99 for the W. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Rap God Reloaded says, Haize with the swag Bulls. Jack, come on, man. I do a little something. I do a little something, man. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Cap Live says, dang, brother, you got the merch? Yes. So I actually got permission to say this because they won't know who it is, but I actually know somebody who works for the NBA, and so I don't get it for free. So I don't got the hookup of getting it for free, but I do get shit early. I get shit way early sometimes. Let me not say all, like there's been a couple of, some of those Bulls hoodies that I have, I got before they were ever released to the public. And there's been probably only one hat. I got the draft day hat 2 days before the draft. but they told me I couldn't wear it until it was released publicly. So I had to wait a week to wear the hat. But yeah, I got a little connect. I got a little something. Haize, if you hit that mixer one more time, you got to take a shot. You know what? Let's take a shot. Come on, it's a Bulls win. We're going to take a shot anyway. Duce, we're going to go ahead and do that. We got to take a shot anyway. All right. So, for the Bulls getting the win against the Dallas Mavericks, salute. Woo. I don't know why that hit so hard today. I'm tired. I must be. Marvin, great perspective here from Marvin. 2 games out of the 5 seed, guys. Here we go. That's why I say everybody who's saying that the season's over with. It's not. It's not. Terry playmaking. Listen, Terry's playmaking is the thing that separates. It's the thing that literally makes him be able to be in any lineup. He needs to add some size. He's going to have to work on his shot his first 2 or 3 years in the NBA. But his ability to play defense, get steals, get out in transition, and play make, who does that sound like? If Dalen Terry is able to add a 3-point shot, and this is not me saying he's going to be as good, but literally he could be the forward version of Lonzo Ball. And imagine having a lineup with Lonzo Ball out there, with Dalen Terry, with Zach LaVine. It almost doesn't matter who else you put out there, but let's just say Javante or even Patrick Williams. You then have players that can all pass, all shoot, get out in transition. A transition with Lonzo Ball and Dalen Terry, I can't wait to see that next season, because we're going to see it next season, and I can't wait to see it because that's going to be a thing of beauty for this team. A thing of beauty for this team. Alana, you always taking naps. Stop falling asleep. But Alana says, I took a nap and fell asleep for 3 hours, but glad I'm here. We appreciate you being here as well. How they got Felicio's signature in the poster machine, but not Drummond. What body is Felicio ever catching? I really do. Felicio caught a body or two while he was here. Very rarely, but he definitely caught one. Ricky Fontaine says Caruso has a bruised tailbone. That's wild. Yeah, he's going to be out for a minute. What? Brandon L. Jet with the super chat. Says, for all the voices in the Bulls W, $50 super chat from Brandon L. Jet. Thank you, brother. That's all I can say to that is thank you. Old Man Winter as well with the $5 super chat says, thanks for the content, Haize. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel at any level that you do. I love you guys, man. The Ultimate Ray says, Haize, you got to connect on Jake's. I got the special edition Jordan 1s that are red and black with the imprint on the shoe. Oh, just great. I don't know if you guys know what this means. That's Italian, but great. Just great. All right, y'all. You see, I hate it when I'm called out. All right, we got to do it again. Let's finish it off. We just finish it off. The tequila, I don't know where the tequila is. Salute again for the Bulls win. There you go. I love this. Dalen Terry, Iggy without bounce. That's a nice one. Alana B. You know what? That's exactly what that sounds like. Like Alana definitely be high as hell. Definitely be out as hell. You're close to 10K. How close are we to 10K? I haven't even checked the subscribers in a while. We're at 9,525. Hey, we need to get to that 2K. I mean, that 10K. I can't wait till we get to 10. If you think the voice changer and the sound effects are crazy right now, just wait till we get to the 2K. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and we got to Bulls win. Bulls win, goddammit. Shout out to the Bulls win, goddammit. What else we got on here? Bulls drip God in the building. But real talk though, it is what it is, man. Oh man, that's funny. It says, I went to high school with Iggy down in Springfield. Well, shout out to Joshua Tyus. Yeah, that shout out to you, bro. Haize, it's not so much for the shooting, but the energy on the defensive end in the start of the first quarter. Thought for a second Zoe was on the court. That should be emphasis every single night. 100% agree with you, brother. 100% agree with you. That's exactly. Oh, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Hold on. Let me do it right. Where is it? Shout out to Gio who says, Haize, I can see the light. Cheers. Hey, I hope a lot of Bulls fans are starting to definitely see the light. MC Season says, this just spiced up your live streams here on 4th. You know what? What's funny enough is that I've had the capability of doing this even on my old mixer. So I upgraded from the Rodecaster Pro 1 to the Rodecaster Pro 2. So I've technically been able to do all of this before. I just thought it was corny and I never used it. But I'm excited the Bulls won, so I figured, let me be corny. I'm not. And how does it sound? By the way, let me ask you guys seriously, because I used to have, where is it at? I used to have this mic booster on this mic, but with the Rodecaster Pro 2, it says you don't need a mic booster to get the best sound out of it. So let me know if this still sounds as good. Definitely let me know if it still sounds as good. Please let me know that. Jihad Dean says, what does this game look like if Luka? It's a completely different game. And I know it's easy to say, well, the Bulls shot the ball well, they did this and all that. It's a completely different game because you have to expound a different level of energy on the defensive end. Now, the Bulls did play defense good, but it's easier to play good defense without the number one scorer in the NBA on the court. So it definitely looks different, but I will say this, with the energy that the Bulls that they played with and the focus that they played with as well, it really, to me, and I could be wrong, this is my honest opinion, this is not me trying to be a Bulls front runner, but it seems like the Bulls had a game plan. And because they felt confident in the game plan, once Luka went out, they executed that same game plan even better. Really, when you look at it, they basically missed Luka, but started Christian Wood, and they basically played that same game plan and came in with that energy and confidence level. So, Ultimate Rage says the audio is perfect. Thank you. Ronald says, sounds better, brother. And I would hope so. This new Rodecaster Pro has what's called Revolution preamps in it. You know what? I'm getting nerdy. Let me stop that. I know most of you guys don't care, and I could understand. Most of you guys don't care, but it seems like everybody's saying that the sound sounds A1, which is good. It's good. Alana says, I love the assists tonight too. 31 and 35 assists. I mean, that's how they said that they wanted to play. That Billy Donovan said he wanted to have 5 to 7 players in double digits, and he wanted to have 25 to 30 assists. And so because of that, this team came, like I said, it just really seems like a team that was prepared and executed that game plan extremely well. And when you do that, that's how you build wins. That's how you build chemistry. That's how you start building the things that we need to see from this team. And so, it is what it is. The Bulls get the dub like the way that they need to, period. JDH, first of all, that's my brother, so he's going to get off some Haize corny on his crusty feet. Why is that what you went with? Why is that what you went with? I mean, hey, seems like the first complete game from our entire team. This is the type of win we build on. BD called out the team to see what we're made of, and they responded positively. Great to see. Absolutely. Locked On Bulls is going to sound good with that voice box tonight. Well, Pat was at the game, and keep in mind, we don't usually stream on Saturdays, so we're probably not going to do a stream on Locked On Bulls today, but we will do one after tomorrow night's game. So what interface? I use the Rodecaster Pro 2, which is smaller. It's more powerful. It's just a great overall interface and everything. I figured that's what it was. All right. I was trying to figure out what that button did. So it muted everything. That's what that button does. All right. My bad. But so they said Alana eats ramen with stank, and Alana definitely looks bougie as shit with that. Definitely looks like she does that bougie shit. My auntie Goon says everybody moving and cutting, sharing the ball. I really seen some different from the Bulls. Nice win. Absolutely. I don't know if I said this before I muted or not. Vincent Harris with the $2 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel at that level, my brother. Haize, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't we won almost all the games where we have over 30 plus assists? We need more. That goes back to last season. I think last season it was if we had in games that we had 28 or more assists. I don't know if we maintained being undefeated, but I know we had a winning record for sure. So. Haize, you ever thought about having a multicam? I do have a multicam setup. Actually, there's another camera right here. So technically I can switch the camera and it's more of a head on, but this camera's right here. But just, I don't use it because it's like, why switch the camera angles? So I don't really use it much. But yeah, I have a multicam setup. I actually thought about using a different camera angle for Twitch. But yeah. How do you feel about the ball movement tonight? It was refreshing and much more fun to watch the team than usual. DeMar ISO, Zach chucking up bad shots, and Vooch not getting touches in the paint. That's the key to making this Bulls offense work. And I don't, and I mean that, is that if this team can get to being consistently that team that moves the ball, right, and doesn't get the turnovers, that was the difference. We've moved the ball a lot, but we've turned over, and I talked about that on today's pre-recorded episode, that I think that the turnovers were a part of the growing pains of being a team that just has more people involved and passes the ball more. But with that being said, now that this team seems settled into that, and as long as once this becomes a part of their identity, I do think those turnovers are going to go down. Only 10 turnovers tonight on over 30 assists. That's what you want to see. So as long as they can continue to do that type of thing, we're going to see big things from the Chicago Bulls. You're truly the best. How is SAS on ESPN, but you're not? Stephen A. Smith. Listen, this is what I have to say with this, man. Like, I really did think, so when I started my solo podcast, The Awakened Soul, I thought about going to broadcast school just to kind of have that in my repertoire. But this is the thing that I say. I can't be me on ESPN. Me even doing Locked On Bulls is probably the closest thing to me being network broadcast. So it's just probably not going to happen for me. I'm 36 years old. They ain't checking for no 36-year-old YouTuber. So it's probably never going to happen for me to be on a bigger platform. But this is how I feel about it. We're going to make this platform the bigger platform. We're going to continue to build on Locked On Bulls, who since me and Pat have taken over Locked On Bulls has gained 1,500 subscribers. So we're going to continue to build out that platform and this platform, but we don't need any mainstream platform. I'm not mainstream material. I got to be crazy. I got to use my sound effects. I got to curse people the hell out. I got to call people idiots. I got to be able to do that type of thing. So, you know, it is what it is. Still not feeling these City Edition jerseys. They probably look better in black. I want next season. Can we please next season for the City Edition jerseys get white jerseys with red pinstripes? Can we please get that next season? Just take the black pinstripe jerseys, swap that for white and red. I mean, keep it, but just color swap it. White jerseys with red pinstripes. Can we get that as a City Edition jersey? But I will say, this City Edition jersey has grown on me. I don't like the jerseys by themselves, but the uniform with the jersey and the shorts has grown on me together. We averaged the third most passes as a team. If we ain't have DeMar, we'd be leading the league by far. That's wild. That's a wild stat. Definitely wild stat. 7-0 when leading after halftime. I didn't know that either. Bulls fans in the UC looked bored with the blowout. I mean, listen, I know Pat the designer was going to the game. Me and him talked a little bit before he went to the game, and he was kind of disappointed that he didn't get to see Luka play. But I mean, blowouts are exciting to a point. In the first half, blowouts are super exciting. By the end of the third quarter, you're kind of like, should I just go ahead and go home to avoid traffic? So blowouts are fun up until a point. But then after that, it's like, hey man, let's just go home. Big T says, good to see us catch and shoot and not pass up and go to the dribble drives. It open up for everyone to eat. Yes. That's the identity that this team needs to have, is where everyone eats. Haize on ESPN, C-Dub on the play-by-play calls, and Bobby undefeated on the morning videos. Listen, this is what I'll say. This is why Chicago Sports Central, the channel, is going to be a thing. I need to get back to like building that up. I kind of have focused more on NBA Central, so we need to get back to Chicago Sports Central being a thing, and that's going to start being back to focus next week. So be on the lookout for that. By the way, make sure you guys go and subscribe to NBA Central as well, as we're trying to grow that one. So be on the lookout for that. Petty on ESPN would be great to see debating Stephen. Oh, Stephen A. Smith would get so mad at me. I guarantee you, Stephen A. Smith would slip up and say a motherfucker to me because I'd be cooking his ass. Laughing my ass off. Heard the CHGO live stream. What did you? Oh, ESPN's. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Free meat sticks.
Why the fuck is? All right, there we go. That should fix that. But yeah. Is that Frenchie? We got Frenchie in the building that says, Haize, what's up with that voice that comes in when you're talking? It happened a few times during the stream. Keep up work. What voice? This voice?
This voice? Is this the one that you're talking about?
But no, the background. So I got YouTube open in a different browser and it started auto playing some bullshit. So don't worry about it. It won't be playing no more. If the City Edition jerseys lead to continuous wins, I'm all for that. But yeah, Haize, the white with the red pinstripe sounds like a fantastic idea. We need to get that going. Random and off topic, with takeoff and Grant Wild passing, make sure y'all have life insurance, a will, or a trust for your families. You aren't too young to have that. Absolutely agree with you. Idris says, piggybacking off the ball movement, the run the Bulls had in the first had been from fast break and DeMar dishing from said possessions. Would like to have DeMar sit on that run and Cook versus the second unit. Agree with you there. Completely agree with you there. Reginald Short, the 82.5 was insane. That's crazy. Philip says, white, red pinstripe jersey would be the move. Listen, I really need to see that. Dad in the building. What's up, Pops? He says, amen to Gio. I don't even know what he's talking about. What did Gio say? Gio, great point here. Rather blow out than be blown out. 100% agree with you. Brandy Nicole says, I missed the whole game. What's up with you? Y'all got to stop getting high. Like, that's all I can say. Stop getting high. Put the weed down. Step away from the weed. During Bulls games, at least. I feel like certain Bulls players need a WWE theme. DeMar, Hogan, Voodoo Child. What's your opinion about the others? I'd have to think about that. Andre Drummond definitely would come out to Shinsuke Nakamura's theme. I forgot what it's called. Zach LaVine would come out to the perfect 10. What was his name? I can't remember. That was a great theme too. The Ultimate Rage says, no, Haize, I'm finna smoke right now. I meant before the game, bro. Before the game. Haize, so your NBA Connect to put in a good word to the Bulls for that jersey idea. Well, it's not that level. I wish I had a Connect at that level of the NBA. It's really not that level. Haize, what's your thoughts on what happened at the end of New Orleans Pelicans and Suns game where a fight almost broke out after that crazy Zion dunk? I actually did not see that. I did not see it at all. I have to go catch it. Brandy says, I wish I could smoke. I mean, you ain't got to smoke to digest weed nowadays. Listen, there's edibles, there's teas, there's candy, there's freaking chocolates, there's all type of thing. You don't even need that no more. There's oil, right? You can add a little cannabis oil when you saute some shrimp. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I have never done that. I've never done it, but it sounds like it'd be a move. I've never done it. My dad's in the chat. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't never ingested weed in my life. Hi, I want to offer promotion for. Oh yeah, no, you selling some shit. Get up off here. I ain't even see what that is. Get up off here. Ty Gibbs, the NBA is in a great state. The parity in the NBA is wild right now. Like, that's why I say, like, people forget that, it's the start of the season has sucked for the Bulls, right? Don't get me wrong. But the Bulls are technically, right now, they are 3.5 games back from being the number 4 seed, 2 games back from being the number 5 seed. Like, that's how quickly things can. Matter of fact, listen, we play the Knicks twice, right? Technically, if the Bulls also win against Atlanta and they win both games against New York, the Bulls would then be the 8th seed. No, they'll be the 7th seed at that point. Nothing's ever over in the NBA. Ever over in the NBA. Now y'all talking like I got y'all. Gary says, learning how to use YouTube, holding you to that interview, Haize. You just gotta let me know. I got hit up by a New York Knicks podcast today that wants me to come on. It's like, you do realize I hate your team, right? But I'm gonna go on it. I usually go on any podcast that I get invited to. Zion dunked with 10 seconds left when the game was still. The Suns got mad, but I didn't have a problem. Oh man, listen, forget the Suns. Edwin says, Haize, what up, big homie? Long time, my guy. Good to see the channel still pumping. Anyways, good one. Where you been, Edwin? No, but I'm glad you're here, man. And we ain't never going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. GEO says, Haize, cheers to you and your dad. The beer tastes so much better after a big Bulls win. Completely agree with you. Haize finna step onto op territory. Hey, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Haize, I cannot find your exact jacket. You always have the best, but I'm looking for that right now. Please advise. If you're on Twitter, hit me up on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, IG, it's CEO Haize everywhere. I have to find it, but I can get it to you. Mike Nice, my brother from another mother in the building. He says, Haize, what up? What's going on, Mike? Did you enjoy this win tonight, brother? I hope you enjoyed the win, man. Evan says, will do, thanks, bro. Yeah, I got you, man. I'm not selfish with I'm not selling, like, I don't make it, so I'm not selfish with it. Anybody can buy this. Hope we turn the corner. That's from Jack is Truth. I mean, I hope so too. I hope that they continue to do what they need to do and take care of business, and they build some momentum, build some confidence, and they build a play identity, right? That's what this team doesn't have. I hope that with this team sees that with passing the ball, getting everybody involved, giving that consistent defensive effort, that's going to lead to wins. That's going to lead to success for this team. And I hope that when they learn that, and then that really becomes part of this Bulls identity. One of the things with this team so far this season is that when things get tight, they default back to ISO ball. I want to see them just continue this style of play to work themselves out of it. Frenchie says, Haize, I know you're going to hold us down on that Knicks podcast. I would like to watch it. I don't think they do video. I think they're just starting. So they've been around for a couple of months. And so they said in the email that they only do audio. So it's not going to be a video, but I'll make sure I do post a link to the show in the community tab when it's live. DJ quietly has been playing and shooting well lately. I'm glad he's been getting more playing time with Javante still injured. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's this, right? You gotta be able to step up. And while Derrick Jones Jr. started off the season not in the rotation, when his number was called, he's provided things. It's not always been scoring, but it's been energy, or it's been defense, or it's been shot blocking. He's provided something every single game that he's gotten in and gotten to play minutes. Again, not always one thing, not always scoring, not always doing the best defensively. And sometimes it is just energy. Sometimes it is just tipping the ball in the right areas and getting out in the transition. But he always definitely provides something for this team. T-Mac in the building says, yo, Haize, good win tonight. Definitely with you. Sluggo says this team is playoff bound. From your mouth to God's ears, my brother. That's all I can say on that one, because I hope so. We need it. We deserve it. I want to see this team make the playoffs. I still think this team can make the playoffs, despite what some fans will have you believe. And I think that they will. I definitely think that they will. Kwame Tsunami says, I fuck with the fit, Haize. I appreciate that. Reginald Short, great question from Reginald Short. Do you believe attacking the rim is the key to the Bulls' success? And what's up with Drummond free throws? I don't know what's up with the free throws. I think the key to the Bulls' success is not only attacking the rim, but it's moving without the ball and then passing, right? Having the free ball. Is that a pause? It's saying have free ball movement. Is that a pause moment? All right, moving the ball, moving without the ball. Though the Bulls need to do those type of things consistently, and I think with the lineup that we have and the talent that we have on this, that it's going to be dope. Brandon L. Jet says that members only video about D Rose was outstanding. Thank you for taking care of us too. I appreciate you guys. That's why I know I got to get back more consistent with the members only video. I've been dropping the ball on that one, trying to get these other channels off the ground, but we back. We in a routine now, right? That's my thing. I'm able to do as much as I do because I have a routine. Once my routine is broken, it throws me off. So me adding in the other channel kind of honestly did throw off my routine, but now I do have it in. And we're going to start going between me and the Cognac boys. NBA Central is going to be daily as well. So we're definitely going to get to that. Definitely going to get to that. Sean asked before the 500, before the end. If things go the Bulls' way and they continue playing like this, with the way that things have just broken for them with playing a lot of teams that have injuries in the next couple of games, we can be above 500 by the end of next week. By this time next week, we could be above 500. I'm not saying that I'm necessarily picking that to happen, right? We got to see them do things consistently, but it is definitely a possibility. When you look at them facing the Atlanta Hawks, who's missing DeJounte Murray, facing the New York Knicks twice, right? Things like that. I think this team can get to 500, if not above 500, before we break for Christmas. Hey, do you think Pat the Designer will make some appearances on him? Well, he's been on 2 videos on NBA Central already. I'm gonna have him on again. I'm gonna try to have P Kid on as well. So what NBA Central is going to be, it's not gonna be just me, right? We know that it's the Kanye boys are already posting on there, me, JB, expect to see a lot of people on NBA Central, and especially because it's an NBA channel. I can't cover everything NBA by myself, so expect to see that. T-Mac asks, Haize, how you reckon we will go against the Hawks? Man, it really depends, right? Like DeJounte Murray is really the glue that keeps that team together. But one of the things that we know that we're susceptible to is big-time scorers. So I think that if the Bulls play the brand of defense and the focus that they had on defense tonight, we can definitely get a win. But if they don't have that focus on defense and Trae Young is just cooking, and God forbid he gets unconscious from 3, it could be a long night for the Chicago Bulls. So we'll see. But the Hawks are missing a lot of players. They're not just missing, hold on, let me go look at it real quick. They're not just missing DeJounte Murray. I think they're missing 3 of their starters. So the Hawks are missing Hunter, they're missing DeJounte Murray, and they're missing John Collins. So with that being said, the Bulls better goddamn get a win. Oh my God, they better get a win against the Atlanta Hawks. They better get this W against the Atlanta Hawks. Cap Live says, love that you're lifting others up on your YouTube journey. Love seeing our people do that. Listen, we got to, right? We got to. And the Cognac boys, I've said this before, and I don't know if they're still in the chat. They are one of the most underrated channels on all of YouTube. Not just Chicago Bulls channels, underrated channel. I love being able to work with them week in and week out on Chicago Bears Central. That channel would not be what it is if it wasn't for those guys. Bobby doing daily episodes now in the mornings. I told you guys, it made me step up my game on my daily episodes because they're just that good. So yeah. Great point from Brandon L. Jet. Hawks will be desperate even without Murray. Io got to lock in on Trae Young. Absolutely. He got to teach his son another lesson. Right? That's what it boils down to. You got to teach his son another lesson. Sluggo says, if anybody in here isn't sub now. Best pregame, halftime, and postgame Bulls channel out there. Not to mention normal Bulls content as well. Let's get these numbers. Let's get to 10K. I know I didn't have a pregame or halftime show today. We'll be back full schedule next tomorrow. So we're gonna have the pregame. The pre-recorded mailbag episode that drops tomorrow morning. We'll have the pregame show. We'll have the halftime hangout and the postgame show all tomorrow. Frenchie says, shout out to you for being a believer in collaboration, Haize. Love. Oh, man, you got to. In this game, like, especially when I first started in the podcast, and keep in mind my solo show, The Awakened Soul, it's been 5 years now. When I started that, like, people literally withheld information. Like, it would be like, hey, they didn't teach each other anything. So, like, I just don't want to do that. I'm willing to give any information. Hell, Nick Tolliver, who's not here, I sent him a microphone because he wanted to start a show. Like, I'm all for helping people and lifting people up. You got to do that, man. In this time, you have to do that. At least I feel obligated to do that. Because this isn't me, right? This isn't me. I can't take all the credit for this channel being what it is. I'm the host of this channel, but what makes this channel special is you guys. So I try to bring in other creators that I fuck with. 100% best Bulls channels I've watched. That's from Brandon Thom. Thank you for that, bro. That means a lot. All right, that is it for the post-game show today. You guys know I try to keep it around 45 minutes. We've gone a little bit over that, which is all love. But I'm trying to save my voice because I also got to do all the shows. We got 4 episodes dropping over the course of tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you so much for indulging me. And for the Crybaby Bulls fans, this is what I got to say.
Oh my God, Zach LaVine is not a max level player. How did we pay Zach LaVine $200 million?
Shut up, bitch. But with that being said, make sure you guys follow the show. I appreciate you guys so much. Follow us on social media at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and or voicemail, the number to do so is 773-270-2799. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. That is because of you guys. I love you guys so much, man. I can't stress enough what this channel and what you guys mean to me, man, as we continue pushing towards 10K. I love you guys, man. See you guys tomorrow morning and on the post-game, pre-game, and halftime hangouts tomorrow. See Marcus Couch in the building. Love you too, brother. That is it for me for today. This is Haize signing off. Peace, y'all. Make sure you guys see red as well. Peace.